This box arrived yesterday and I'm very excited to open it when I got my hands on it this morning. It's from Goral in the UK and I actually have a long-term connection to the boots inside. Let's go and have a look. G'day, welcome back to Bootlosophy, my channel reviewing boots, and if we haven't met, my name is Tech. I'm filming on Wajak country and I acknowledge the elders past and present. Now, this box is from Goral in the UK. I think they've been more famous for their cupsole sneakers, but they also produce boots, and this one is a collaboration with another UK manufacturer called William Lennon. And in the late 70s, I actually wore William Lennon boots when I was working as a builder's labourer. I'll tell you that full story when I do the full review. But for now, let's open this box and have a look at what's inside. So I'm always careful about where you cut, but in this case, cutting the Goral security tape is probably the way to go. Just have to figure out where they all are. Okay, so here, and I'm guessing this is obviously the shipment box and there'll be a nice box inside, so let's have a look. Open them out. Did I cut the right tapes? Yes, I did. Oh, that's a nice bright yellow box. Plenty of room. I'm not going to rip the cover off as I lift this up. Right, Goral. Love that logo actually. Nice bright yellow box. Since 1936, it's the Buxton brass wire construction boot in Horween Chrome XL Natural, UK 8 wide fit. I think I could be in trouble there because I'm usually a 7.5 standard fit. I ordered UK 8 wide fit because they don't have halves, and then I suddenly realized maybe I should have done a UK 7 wide fit because of the proportionality. But let's see. Open this up. There's a note. I've been talking to Katie. These boots were given to me and Katie has struggled hard for I think 6 months to actually get me these boots. So thank you, Katie. To Tech, thank you so much for your support. We're so excited for you to wear Goral. Goral card for lifetime wear. So they come in a really nice boot bag, canvasy, twill I think, with the Goral logo on them. Let's open one out to pull out one boot. Natural Chrome XL, lovely. Bit of padding on the inside. So this is the Goral Buxton Boot. It's designed by Goral. The pattern is cut by Goral. They're stitched. The uppers are all stitched, and then they're sent to William Lennon, who last the boot after it's been stitched, put together sole construction, and they use a brass wire screw construction. Very interesting method. It's actually Blake stitched with brass wires. And what it is they have a screwed brass wire on a spool. They have a machine that you adjust to the depth. The brass wire comes out of the spool, punches through, cuts itself off at the right depth, and it goes on to the next one. So instead of a series of Blake stitched nylon stitching, it's actually brass wire almost like nails, except that they're screwed in and they're cut off at the right depth. A remarkable machine. There's only 4. I think William Lennon have 3 and 1 is in New Zealand, which I will tell you about because I'm going to get a pair of their boots. Triple leather sole with a half leather day-night logger studded sole. I'm not sure if in the black you can see that. And it also screws on the toe and screws in the heel. So I would say the construction of this is pretty tough. This is a typical, it's a UK work boot. And as I said, I wore this in a very similar boot in 78, 79 when I was working to earn extra money while I was studying as a chartered accountant. because the internship wage for a chartered accountant was just enough to meet my rent and my transport costs. So in order to eat, I had to work other jobs. And it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. I worked from 6 to 10 as a builder's labourer or a roustabout. And the builder was working on construction of the new Docklands buildings and sites. And the story is I was given this by my boss because I turned up in Adidas sneakers every night. Very similar boot. Traditional UK work boot. In fact, this is a very similar to a UK service boot from the First and Second World Wars. Very wide toe shape. And I'm starting to get worried that I got an 8 wide. And it should be very comfortable. It has a toe spring, which is comfortable for working in. Brass eyelets and 2 brass speed hooks, which are obviously quite sturdily inserted. So that's the back of the eyelets. A semi-gusseted tongue, nice Goral logo. The construction of the sole and the stacked leather heels, I think is unquestionably good. If you look at the actual uppers, gosh, the stitching is clean. It's very precise. It doesn't look like a hastily put together work boot. As much as I like my Iron Rangers, they are a quickly manufactured factory type boot. You can see here, it's very, very carefully put together. And by the way, Goral also use a Puritan stitch machine, very similar to Red Wing. So three needles at the same time stitch through that, and 2 needles at the same time stitch through that. I'll talk about it more in my full review. All right, let's take a look at the other boot. Open it out. Slightly squashed, but it's leather. And the Natural Chrome XL is just lovely. Chrome XL is my favorite leather, and this Natural has just fantastic pull-up. It's obviously quite well oiled. I mean, sometimes you get Natural Chrome XL where it's maybe a little lighter, like maybe that color, and then it deepens into that color. But this one is obviously already pumped full of oils in the tanning, and it's a lovely, lovely leather. Usual tack. Again, the second boot is very clean. It's very cleanly put together. The eyelets are very cleanly punched through. And although it's that the backing is where it's just splayed out, it's done so well I can't feel any scratchy bits. Lovely. Pull loop to help you put it on. And then if you look inside, they have a sock comfort liner. Can you see that? With the Goral name on it. And otherwise, you have the footbed, and you can just see the wire screws that have gone through and been cut off. It appears to be fleece lined in the vamp and unlined in the shaft. All right, moment of truth. Let's try them on and see how they fit for size. All right, here we go. This is the moment of truth as to whether an 8 wide in Goral's Buxton boot will fit me. Let's put them on. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a relief. No, they are not too big at all. I have I guess you'd call it a D plus width on my right foot. That particular knuckle joint there pops out. So in the wide, I think this is brilliant. Also, Goral don't have half sizes. So when asked, I went up the size rather than down, and I'm glad I did. There is a bit of room in the toe. I mean, it's a bump toe and a spring toe. Now, I reckon my toe ends but a thumb and a half before the end. That's probably half a thumb more than I'd like, but it's not uncomfortable. And with the spring toe, it won't be uncomfortable when I walk as well. So, I am relieved. Right, let's tighten this up. They came with leather laces, which I think is really interesting. The tongue is new, so needs to be trained to sit where I want it. Love the speed hooks, really do. And the laces are long enough to go around the back, probably twice. Is it? Near enough. I'll do it twice for now, but I'm not going to do it twice in real life, I don't think. Because otherwise it makes too short a knot. But look, that's all right, isn't it? The fit around the heel is pretty good. The fit around the waist is quite snug for a wide boot. I like it. It's almost like a combination last. And this big round, as Americans might call it a Munson toe, but it's not. It's just a big round work boot toe. Is roomy, relieves pressure on my knuckle. Let's try the other one on. Yeah, look, the fit is really good. Even on this slightly smaller left foot of mine, I'm not feeling like I'm swimming in it. And I'm wearing regular socks, so if I'm wearing my boot socks, I think the fit would be even better. Now, Goral are true to size, UK convention. I'm 8.5 in the US convention. I'm usually wearing US 8s because most US boot manufacturers make their boots big. UK manufacturers or European manufacturers generally go true to size. So a UK 7.5 is what I wear true to size. That's a US 8.5. And for this, because they have no sizes, I went up to a UK 8. But it's no problem. It's really good. I can feel the firmness of the triple leather sole, but I don't think that's an issue because of the sprung toe, and I'm rocking as I walk. Walking away from you, walking toward you. Very nice. There's not a hell of a lot of give in the triple sole at the moment, as I don't expect to be, and in fact, it's unlikely I will break that triple sole, that it bends very much. It will flex a little bit, but that's the beauty of the sprung toe. Some people who saw my video on the Parkhurst Allegheny, I think I got it right this time, the Parkhurst Allegheny, said that they weren't sure they liked that sprung toe because they felt their toes would be waving in the air, but of course it isn't. It's fully pressed down on the insole. And what a sprung toe does is to help you walk on a stiff sole so that you're actually rocking along. Yeah, as they say in 70s speak, rock on, baby. Right, let's close the video. So I hope you enjoyed that little unboxing. It was a bit of a surprise to me as to the fine detail of this boot, including those speed hooks. Very different. They're almost like hiking boot speed hooks. I am so relieved that they fit me. When I saw it was 8 wide, I was a little bit worried, and I'm sure I share this with you when you get boots online, and you kind of hold your breath for a week or two until they arrive, and you put them on and go, oh. So I'm very glad that worked. Thank you, Katie, who arranged to get the boots to me. She has worked hard for 6 months. There were issues with getting materials. There were issues with a backlog at William Lennon, all sorts of things, but she persevered. So I enjoyed putting these on. I enjoy renewing my my relationship with William Lennon made boots, although these are Goral. Goral from the top up, really, and William Lennon construction with the brass wire screw construction, which I'll tell you about in the full review. So I hope you enjoyed that. You know what to do if you liked it. Click on the like button. And if this is new to you and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe because there's more boot videos coming up. Take care out there, and I'll see you again soon.